Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting here once again with my favorite insomnia buddy. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually tired. I'm elevated. I slept until 1 a.m. you guys. My sleep schedule is ruined.
Here we are to talk to you guys about some things that I've seen going on social media for the past few hours. The first thing has to be this video clip that I've seen going viral of this lady at Dollar Tree, and she's calling them out because it's now $1.25. A lot of people are pissed off about the $1.25. I think it's bullshit as well. I heard they're actually gonna have like $3 and $5 spots if you want something like a little nicer, I guess. But you guys just have to watch this clip and then we're gonna talk.
Dollar Tree. Oh, should I say $1.25 Tree? See, I came in here for a broom. And I look at the sign and it say each item sold separately. So y'all telling me this stick is $1.25 and this broom piece is $1.25. Now y'all know y'all dead ass wrong, right? Cause if I put this stick on the end of this broom, I'm gonna be wrong, right? But y'all petty, but I'm gonna be wrong, right? Then they got the little scrubber pads, the mop head without the stick. Like, this is just crazy. If y'all was gonna do that, y'all might as well sold the plungers without the suction cup, you know. Sold the toilet brush without the brush, you know, sold separately. Like, make it make sense. You know, be all the way petty. Shit, sell the oh shit, they selling the little cleaner without the damn spray handle. Like, damn.
So personally, I find this hilarious. Now, is it shady of Dollar Tree to like charge $1.25 for that like broomstick thing, and then you have to pay another $1.25 to get the actual broom piece?
Inflation.
Yeah, it's inflation. I guess that it is a really nice thing though that you can get all these different attachments for the same exact broom. But I did also hear, because a lot of people are upset, they're like, this is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
They say every time that they move into a new place, they always go to the Dollar Tree and they get their broom. But now people are pissed off because they're like, I don't want to go to the Dollar Tree and pay like $5 for a broom. I want my $1.25 broom.
If I'm completely honest, I've used the Dollar Tree broom in the past. I was not a fan of it.
No?
Pay the $15, get you an O-seater. It might not even be $15. Those O-seater brooms, the red ones that have the big things on the end, that's the best broom you can get.
The little pan.
Now, personally, that's if you're going to use a broom. I use a Samsung vacuum cleaner because I'm not about to do all that sweeping shit. I ain't got time for that. But I see why people are pissed off that they're now charging $1.25 for everything in the store, because if you think about it, it doesn't sound like it would be that much because a quarter's a quarter. But if you add that onto every single thing that you buy, that quickly adds up with the amount of money that people spend in that store. I think I read somewhere that they're trying to make it to where it's not even $1.25 tree. It's going to be like $1.50 now.
That's some bullshit.
I don't know if that's true or not.
That's some bullshit. I heard that as well. That was over on a few people's TikToks, and that's some bullshit. I've heard a lot of shady shit goes on at the Dollar Tree. Like, they're making people clock out and still work.
Girl, I worked at the Dollar Tree when I was younger. Worst job I've ever had in my entire life. The amount of returns, like imagine 10 to 15 carts at the end of the night that you have to put back of stuff that people did not want. It's shit from everywhere. Like, that was the worst job I have ever had.
When I used to work at Publix, they would always make me go on like the blocking shift, so I'd have to like pull everything forward. I fucking hated doing that.
Honestly, Dollar Tree. The only thing I ever really did like getting from them was the little glass pieces that they have sometimes. I like that. And
the
sometimes
soda, Shasta.
Oh god.
Was it Shasta from the Dollar Tree?
Theater candies are the best. I would always go there and load up on theater candies before we go to the movies or whatever.
Oh, they were sneaking into the movie theaters.
Yes.
Oh, I'm calling AMC. But what do you all think about the Dollar Tree going up to $1.25 and now possibly thinking of going to $1.50? That's a slippery slope.
Yes,
because isn't it Dollar General where everything is not actually $1? Yeah, which one's the one that everything's not actually
I'm
$1?
a Dollar General,
Is
bro.
it Family Dollar?
Dollar General and Family Dollar are pretty much the same now. I think they're owned by the same company.
Well, they've had things that are like $2, $3 for a while now. So if Dollar Tree completely goes in that direction, then what is like separating them from everyone else?
I don't know.
Another thing that I've seen going on over on TikTok is this girl is getting called out because she did like a list of products that she's not going to repurchase just because of the packaging, because it's always a fail. And the number one thing that she said was this rare beauty product. And you know that Selena Gomez's fans, like, they don't play when it comes to Selena Gomez. Like, you're not gonna trash their queen. If you do, like, girl, just
they come for you.
They will come for you.
They're worse than the Demi Lovato fans.
Yes.
These are some beauty products I would not repurchase, even though I love them because their packaging really sucks. I hate to say it, I know everyone raves about this. I hate this packaging. I feel like the blush gets everywhere. Every time I take it out, did you see that? Like a bit, oh, it just did it again. A bit of blush always leaks somewhere on my clothes, on my outfit, on my hands. The product applicator has literally like mountains of product on it. The Rare Beauty blush, I love the color, I love the lasting power, but it freaking goes everywhere every time I use it. Next up is this By Terry concealer, which is amazing, but look at this packaging. Every single one I have, like, the packaging is dire. Look at that, it leaks everywhere. This bit of it breaks, so every time you take off the lid, like the packaging part actually, the concealer part like comes out. The brush like frays from the lid. Oh, it's so bad. The packaging is terrible, but the product's amazing. I'm not a fan of loose powders, but this loose powder, oh my gosh, you want to make a mess? Like, I'm so lucky the floor in here is not carpet, because this, you need to like freaking prepare for launch. Yeah, there you go. Prepare for takeoff with this. This is the Huda Beauty loose powder. It's so great, but look, how am I supposed to get a good amount of powder in there? It just goes everywhere. Milk Makeup is another culprit. I don't love their packaging. This is just like a bit too dinky. It also just goes everywhere and gets really, really messy. You know, everyone loves these Refy lip liners, but you twist this up, but you can't twist it down. So you have to be so careful with how much you twist it up, and then it all hangs out in the lid and like goes everywhere, and you end up wasting so much product because you can't twist the twist back down that it just all ends up in that lid. Shame. This eyeliner is probably one of the best eyeliners I've ever used. It's the Benefit Roller Liner. It's the blackest, thickest liquid liner. But why, Benefit, why does this lid not click? It doesn't click, it just hangs. It just hangs out.
So do you see how she like yanked it out of there? Like causing the suction to literally pull the product with it like that?
I see why now, because like that doe foot thing is so full of that product already. So when she gets to go and doing this stuff, like it off, it just goes everywhere when she picks it up.
You know what, honestly, it makes me feel like she kind of needed a third product, and she needed a product that would really draw in a lot of people's attention. And so that's the one that she went with, and she said it first so people would stay locked in and they would start commenting underneath it. Because she's literally getting dragged in her comment section. People are stitching this, they're like literally just showing like, here's how you actually pull.
Everywhere. Every time I take it out, did you see that? Like a bit, oh, it just did it again.
It was a big amount that she would have lost. If you do that over and over, you're going to lose a lot of product, but that's that girl's own fault in my opinion.
And what would a video be if we did not mention Jeffree Star over on TikTok as well? Because he posted his review, obviously, of the two blushes. He made fun of Mikayla with the, oh my god, it's changing my life, that kind of thing.
Oh, hello TikTok. It's time for another unfiltered mother effing review. Now, for some reason, you bitches are obsessed with pink blush this year. I used to use blush as contour back in the MySpace days. People call it veiling now. No, bitch, I used to contour with blush. And now blush is trending. Why do you guys like this? I've actually never tried this before. This is the famous Dior blush. And this is the new famous Too Faced blush. And I haven't used one of their products in a very long time. Thank God the owner is now kicked out of the brand. Smart move, Estee Lauder. So let's dive into this review. So real quickly, we're gonna prep my skin with some moisturizer, foundation, and concealer so we can try on these blushes and see, are they worth it? One is $40 and one is $29. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, we're back. We're ready to try these blushes. Now, you guys, these are so small. One is 0.16 ounces and one is 0.17 ounces. Like, are you kidding me? They're really tiny. They look like eyeshadow. Really, that's the gag. You guys love something that's $29 that looks like eyeshadow? Oh my God. So here's what Miss Too Faced is giving. That is a very small pan. And if no one else is telling you that this is a small pan, they're being paid. All right, here's Miss Dior. She's famous, she's always sold out, and she's $40. Now here's what we're not gonna do today. Ready? All these hauls this is how they're doing it these days. I can't. All right, you guys, so we're gonna review this. Oh my God, it's so pretty! That's what we're not gonna be doing on Jeffree Star's TikTok today, you fake ass hoes.
He went overboard with it. He was
did.
being obnoxious.
No,
with it a
he
little
really
bit.
was being obnoxious, but Lady Gaga, from the Lady Gaga account, so it's probably somebody that works from her. I don't know if it was actually Lady Gaga scrolling on her phone, but she commented and said that he needed to try the one from her brand. Well, he commented back to her, and a lot of her fans are underneath this like warning, like, please stay away from Jeffree Star, he's evil. Some of them said that he was in the Illuminati, but it's like, if you think, do you not think that Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga is the Illuminati. What are you
Didn't she
talking
go to that
about?
soul cooker lady? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like- So Jeffree said, yes, hi Icon, can we get ready together soon? I know you are busy filming another award-winning movie though. And I just have to say that that is very cringe to me, because I always say that it's very cringe when James Charles does it. You remember when James Charles used to go into like celebrities' Instagram lives, like, I want to collab with you, can I do your
No,
makeup please?
It's almost like, I was going to say the same thing. I can't remember who James did that to. Was it Millie Bobby Brown?
Yes.
Where he wanted to collab with her because she was on Stranger
Yeah.
Things. That is so cringe when you see people doing that.
Do you remember when James Charles went into Shawn Mendes's live stream and ultimately like caused him to close it down because he was
Yes.
sitting there juggling something? And
Yes.
James said, I want you to juggle me like that.
Yeah, that
How
was-
uncomfortable. But getting back to Jeffree, I wonder if that will ever happen. Lady Gaga and Jeffree Star sitting down together. Do you remember Kim Kardashian had to apologize to her fans because she was like in support of Jeffree Star?
I do.
Of course, I'm learning how, like, from the best, like from Mario, like how to swatch properly. So, guys, like, and I see you being so petty, bringing up things in his past where he, you know, was, you know, negative, but he's also apologized for those things. And I get it's a serious deal if you say like things, but I do believe in people changing, and people that apologize, I will give them the benefit of the doubt and accept, you know, that people change and move on. And I know better than anyone that I hate when people bring up my past or mistakes that I've made in the past. So let him live. Like, I welcome honest, you know, comments about my products, and because of it, I'm swatching better now. So everyone get off his ass and let's not be so negative. We're all in this together. There's room for all of us. Love you, Jeffree. And I want to make one last thing clear. I do not defend people that are, and I'm very against it. But if someone claims that they have changed, I would love to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I pray to God that they do change for the sake of my children and my friends. And, you know, so I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do not support people that are, and that's why I so appreciate that he apologized.
You could come up.
Was really honest about the things that he said in the past. Just enough. Just don't bring it up anymore is all I'm trying to say. People want to forget the negative things they do in the past, and I do too.
Hey guys, so I really wanted to apologize to you guys and my fans for defending a situation yesterday that I really didn't know enough about. And I just feel a bit naive, and I do want to really apologize for me feeling like I had the right to say get over it in a situation that involves, and I just don't really feel like I have the right to speak on that. And I really, really, really am sorry. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, I was, and I've always been about just like positivity, and I've never just been a negative person. So my whole thing was like, hey guys, I don't want to see negativity in my timeline or my mentions. Let's just move forward. Let's like be positive and move past this. And I realized like I was a bit naive in saying that. And I don't take, not like going against my fans in any way. Like I just was saying like, let's get the negativity off my timeline. But, you know, I'm sorry. So I really am sorry. And I just want to move forward and be positive. And my last message is that just, I do believe that people are born to love and like born with love, and they're taught to hate. So I have always had hopes that like people can change and that people can learn to be better and do better and, you know, learn to find that love again. So never give up hope. That is my message for the day. And that's always what I've just been trying to say, is just that, like, I believe in people changing. I believe in people just being better. And, you know, I'll never give that up. I just want people to be positive.
Do you think Lady Gaga would do it?
I don't think she would, just because she probably knows all the negative stigmas that are attached to Jeffree.
Do you think she would care?
I don't know. I feel like Lady Gaga does pander a little bit to her audience, and I'm not saying anything bad about Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga, but I don't think she would do it with Jeffree. But now that you bring up collabs, because Jeffree's been talking about like all these different podcasts that he's gonna go on, who do you think he's gonna go on podcast with?
I'm gonna say the BFF podcast is the number one that I thought of.
A lot of people are thinking he's gonna do No Jumper with Adam 22 or Candace Owens.
Well, I also saw a lot of people say that they think it's going to be Blair White, and I don't think it's going to be Blair at all, because it was like a week ago when Jeffree was first getting called out for the they, them, and the non-binary comments, and Blair was like, I don't like Jeffree Star at all, but this, like what he said.
The they and them.
Yeah.
And all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic, because everyone was so bored on their f***ing houses, they just started to make up more shit and
More stuff.
Yeah.
Conservative
You're not
vibe to
they
you.
and them. You're trans, you're male, or you're female.
And you're
And
standing on
people
that.
get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the f does that mean? It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, y'all know I do not like Jeffree Star, and so while I can wish that it came from a better messenger, that does not change the fact that the message is true. They, them, Zer, it in itself are not valid pronouns. You look like a joke, you make trans people look like a joke, and you need to cut it out. Thanks. Signed, an actual trans person who's not using it as an aesthetic online.
I think Blair made it clear that she didn't like Jeffree when the whole thing with the voice memo thing went around, and she made a video about it. I don't think Blair would collab with him at all, but I do think that it could possibly be Candace Owens, or maybe even Joe Rogan. A lot of people were saying Joe Rogan.
Well, a lot of people are also thinking that it's going to be the No Jumper podcast, because Adam22 tweeted about the whole non-binary thing when I think the account was Daily Loud said something about it. And you'll remember that this whole NFL thing, during that, Taylor Lewan was actually one of the people that tweeted to Jeffree, and then all of a sudden Jeffree goes on his podcast. Could it be that No Jumper and Adam22 are like setting it up, and that's what it's going to be in the future? Because that's a pretty big podcast.
Yeah, anything's possible. I think it'll be interesting to see what they talk about. I think that Jeffree's going to start talking more about like his past and stuff, because with him shading Tati and James.
Speaking of shading James and Tati, a lot of people are thinking that they might not think that it's James and Tati at all. They're thinking it might be Forma as one of them, and like the head of Morphe at that time.
But
so
that's not people though. Like I even saw people saying that they thought it was Trisha. Trisha wasn't.
Yeah, that one I didn't get.
Jeffree, I don't understand that.
But I'm still gonna stick with what I think. I think that it is James and Tati. That's my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
So another person that's being talked about over on TikTok is, of course, none other than Mikayla. And this time, she actually like responded to some drama that people are trying to like hold her feet to the fire in. Because you'll remember that a lot of people are bringing up the Roe v. Wade donation that she said that she was gonna make. She said she was gonna donate 50% of the proceeds from her Glamlite collection.
That's a big
big thing. And then she just never said anything about it. Like she was so passionate in this TikTok.
I'm just keeping it straight with you. It is not easy for me to talk about these things, because I have a lot of anxiety about it. But the Roe versus Wade decision pisses me the off. And Clarence Thomas. I am aggressively pro-choice. I have voted blue since I turned 18, and I was raised in a Democratic household, and that is never going to change. Why would they do this? I don't have all the right words, but I'm pissed. I think this country is going so backwards. It is going so backwards. How dare they say that they are considering overturning the right to gay marriage and contraceptive protection, and like, what the is going on? That is how I feel. And I can't stay silent anymore, because I'm losing my mind, and I feel so helpless. But I know that I can do more, and I am linking a lot of places where you can find resources and donate in my bio. I have also made a personal decision to donate half of my earnings of my new Glamlite collection to these causes, because I'm pissed that this time it happened, and these people lied to get onto the Supreme Court. These people should not be on the Supreme Court. Do people not realize what this does? Like, are people This doesn't stop abortion. This stops safe abortion. You know how many people are gonna die, bro? Because they have to get an unsafe abortion? You know how many transgender individuals, people of color, black? Do you know what this does? They don't have the same privilege that white people do. And they will suffer, and that is not fair. So I'm just sick of being silent on shit out of fear, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. I am not gonna do that anymore. Clarence Thomas. Links in my bio.
Well, underneath one of Mikayla's most recent posts, somebody commented and said, can we get an update on the Glamlite palette donation? And Mikayla actually responded to this and said, the donations are with the organizations I donated last year.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Where's the proof? And I hate to be that person. I hate to be that person that's like, oh, you need to show proof of like the good deed that you did. But she put it out there to her 14 plus million followers. And now she kind of does need to show people that she actually donated. What I find interesting about this is in her original post about this, where she said she was going to do it, she never named where she was going to donate it to. In this comment back to this person, she also did not name anywhere. If you donated to an organization that you think is out there doing some good and can really like help some people with some things, why would you not want people to know what the name of it is?
There needs to be some transparency there, and I think if she used that to motivate sales, to push that agenda,
She totally did.
I think she's legally binded to actually disclosing what she gave, because that could have played a factor in people buying that or not. If any of you guys watching this are in the legal field, let us know down below, but I believe that if you use something like that, like you use a charity, like you have to disclose. Do you not? I remember that there was several dramas about stuff like that back in the day. I was going to say, but I think the trick might be that she didn't say a percentage, or did she say a percentage?
50%.
Like, she straight up said 50%.
She said 50%.
Oh, no, then
earnings.
she totally has to disclose what she gave.
I don't know. I just find it very interesting that she still decided not to say like what organization she was making this donation to. For all we know, she could have donated to Jaclyn Hill's church. Personally, I think that Mikayla should show the proof of the organizations that she donated to. One, it's going to bring more awareness to it, but also it would get a lot of people off her back if she actually did it. So without her naming anything, I'm kind of more so inclined to believe that
maybe she
this
didn't.
Probably didn't happen the way that she's trying to say that it happened.
Yeah, no, that just doesn't add up to me. She needs to come with the receipts on that.
Yeah. And another thing about Mikayla is she's getting called out for more deceptive marketing over on TikTok. I know you guys are shocked, like you just think that she would like never lie again in her life. This time it is about Maybelline. Now this is one of those situations where Mikayla is like really like hype about something in a video and it's like, whoa my god, it's amazing, it's the best one that I've ever used, blah blah blah. You'll notice this only happens with like huge mainstream brands. So now it's Maybelline, then you have L'Oreal. Well, this powder foundation that they have, she made it seem like it was the best powder foundation that she's ever tried in her life.
Of course
she can't live without it. Basically, it looks like it's real skin. It doesn't feel like there's any makeup on.
Okay, this is like actually insane. Like, what? It's literally just a powder foundation. Look at the difference. Look the way it covered all my redness like this. I have seen what I needed to see. Okay? This is the most magical powder I've ever used. It's the Maybelline Superstay. It's new. It's 24-hour wear hybrid powder foundation. And it feels like there is no powder on my face. It feels like nothing is on my skin. So I made sure my skin was really hydrated. I use a damp beauty blender because it actually melts the powder into the skin. It looks unreal under the eyes. Just this powder foundation. Yet it still looks like skin. And apparently it's water resistant and sweat proof. Let me just finish the face. It feels like there is no makeup on my face. I love it. Maybelline Superstay 24-hour powder foundation. Trust.
And a lot of people are trying it on in their own videos, and it is not performing the same way that Mikayla says that it performed at all.
This is like actually insane. Literally just a powder foundation.
Cleaned my face, I toned it, and I put a serum on it for the powder and see how it sets on my face. In the video, this influencer does use a damp beauty blender, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and use. Okay, I coated it really well. Just for reference, just look at the video at the beginning. I'm gonna do the other face, but I'm gonna do how I apply every single powder foundation, which is with a powder puff. Coated it really nicely as well. Let's keep adding some more. We're gonna get more lighting. First of all, what the hell is this? Does this look anything like it looks like in her video? I could still see all my redness. I could still see my redness. this one is not worth it.
So I'm sitting here editing this video and I accidentally deleted a huge part of it, but basically we were going in to say how a lot of people are saying that Mikayla is lying on this sponsored post and they think that she actually put liquid foundation over the powder, which honestly I could see because the way Mikayla's skin looked in her video, it did look like it was a lot thicker than what a powder would do. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comment section. Like, they're saying it's a nice product, but it does a lot of weird things on the face and it doesn't really sit right for a lot of people.
I mean, if you'll lie about mascara, you'll lie about foundation. I feel like it's all about the money. Was it a sponsored post?
Oh no, this one did say paid partnership down underneath it. Now, I don't know if that happened after the fact, because y'all remember on the Lashgate that a lot of people were saying that it didn't say paid partnership at first. You couldn't really see that it said ad, so I don't know.
That's just real interesting. And then you have her friend Glamzilla doing the same thing in her sponsored post, her partnered post.
Yeah, there's another thing about Glamzilla as well, because you know that Mikayla and her are really good friends. Glamzilla asked the question of, can you really trust TikTok beauty influencers anymore? A lot of people are saying that they're noticing that Mikayla is taking advice that's down in that comment section and applying it to her newest videos.
You know why?
Why?
This was all schemed up between Glamzilla and Mikayla.
Conspiracy.
1,000,000% I believe that's what's going on. Glamzilla was like, girl, we gotta figure out a way to get people back on your side. And Mikayla was like, yeah, girl, we gotta do it. They contrived this plan to get people to reply with what they want from Mikayla, and now Mikayla's slowly implementing it.
And that was a lot of other comments that I saw under Glamzilla's thing, that they think that they're trying to get all the information down underneath that so they can figure out ways to allegedly like scam their fans like even more. I'm not saying that everyone out there is scamming their fans and lying to their fans at all, but they're saying it's literally like a little workbook under there. Be like, okay, we could do better at this, or they noticed that we were doing this, let's go over here and do something else.
Who is that lady that we like on the Shark Tank, the older lady?
Oh,
I could see her.
Barbara Cochran.
That was like when they were dragging her when she was like, did you ever invent anything that was really cool? Stitch this and show me your inventions.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, Barbara had to take that TikTok down because people were accusing her of literally stealing. They were saying that this is how the rich get richer. They're gonna take your idea. Definitely do not put anything underneath there if you do not have a patent, blah, blah, blah.
That is the same thing that Glamzilla and
She got dragged to hell and back.
That's the same thing that they're doing, girl. It's a trick old as time.
But honestly, I hope that Mikayla does show actual documentation and proof that she did in fact donate, because that's a huge promise that you made to a lot of people out there, and you just can't be doing things like that. Maybe next time if she doesn't want people to call her out, maybe not come online.
You know
in
what they say about
moment, say something like that.
What they say about big claims?
What?
You gotta have big evidence.
Yeah.
So,
You do.
Mikayla, the ball's in your court.
You do. So with that said, everyone, that's it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave us a broom emoji down below, and definitely let us know how you feel about the $1.20 $1.25
$1.20
the $1.25 tree, and we'll see you guys all in our next video. Bye.